So the next thing we're going to do is Action Ultimania. So we showed you something from our nutrition. We have probably 7 or 8 different items in our nutrition category of the activities, and then we did a cross-curricular one that Adam just showed, and now we're going to show Ultimania. So we're going to pull these kind of out to the gym. This is one of my favorites. So when I go out and do presentations across the country for different school districts, this is one of the ones I like bringing out. It's relatively inexpensive, and it's really easy to use, and it's something that people really get into. And it covers a lot of the basics that you're trying to teach kids. Passing, catching, teamwork, creating space, all those skills and all those standards that you're trying to teach these kids. This is a very simple activity that does it. So it comes with 2 of these hoops. So it comes with an orange one and a red one. It's got this very heavy base, so you can play it out in the field. It's not going to blow over. It's pretty heavy duty. Comes with 2 of these foam covered balls and 2 discs. So it's pretty easy to play. It does come with activity instructions as well, which I think Joe will pop up here. But again, we give you a couple different ways to actually play it. But again, you guys are the experts. You guys can change and adapt these activities 100 different ways. So one way to play. So say if Adam and I, and again, people always ask, well, is it played on a football field? Is it played in a, what are the dimensions? You can play this anywhere. You can play it on a soccer field, on a football field, in a gym, whatever. So we're playing in this little area right here. So typically you can play, when I play, we'll play like 5-on-5, and we'll have poly spots around the goals that you cannot go into. So you can play with a goalie, you can play without a goalie, however you want to do it. You can modify it by age, but you cannot go into that goalie spot. So if we had poly spots around here, you could not go in there and spike it through. You have to throw it from outside of that zone. But say if Adam and I are on a team and there was 2 people that were going against us, the first way is to play the ultimate way. So ultimate is you cannot take any steps once you catch the ball. So if Adam and I are trying to score on that goal, I have the ball, I can pivot any which way I want, and I gotta pass it, and when Adam catches it, he has to stop. I always like to play, you gotta make at least 3 passes, right? Because they're teaching the kids the throwing. You can do underhand passes. You gotta do underhand passes all the way down. You can do overhand passes. You can do non-dominant hand passes, however you wanna do it. But we're playing ultimate way. So I'm passing to Adam, he stops, I catch it, I pivot, 2 passes, 3, and he scores. So my rule is you got to be at least an arm length away. Don't be up in his face breathing on him and stuff. Be an arm length away. And they're just trying to pass. Now, you can play different ways. If you drop the ball, it can be a turnover. If it's little kids, it can just be, you get it back. When I play with older kids, it's if you drop the ball, it's a turnover. If the defense bats it down, it's a turnover. So you can play the ultimate way, which is 1. And the way I like to play when I'm at presentations is the 3-and-3 rule. And I think we talked about this a bit when we played Rahi ball.
Yep.
You got to have at least 3 passes and no more than 3 steps. And why do we do that? Why do we do that? So you don't have that star athlete like Adam Gill that's running down court and saying, I can do it all by myself, and throwing it in there by himself. So you got to have at least 3 passes, no more than 3 steps. But this one, you don't have to play ultimate, right? So you can take 3 steps. So he's got it, 1, 2, 3. He's not open. 1, 2, 3. Score. So you get a group of 10 adults play this game, 10 kids, lots of activity, lots of fun, lots of variation. Then the way I variate it after that is I bring in a disc. So you can play with 2 balls, you can play with 2 discs. I play with a ball and a disc. So both are in play, and the ball is worth 1 point, the disc is worth 2 points. So if you are able to have 3 passes. Now that's worth 2 points. So with that way, there's all kinds of activity because they're worrying about the ball, and then all of a sudden their teammates saying, hey, I got the disc. So they're trying to pass the disc. Lots of fun, inexpensive activity that gets the heart pumping, and they're having a good time communicating, working as a team, creating space, all the skills and standards that you guys are looking at when you guys are teaching your classes.
And like Andy mentioned earlier, it can be played indoor or outdoor. So
yeah,
great activity to get them outside for a day.
Pretty heavy duty.
Yeah, so all right. Well, that was Action Ultimadia.
Ultimadia,
So,
yep.